beauty. Literal perfect line. Go! Go! Oh my god!
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Golf Life with Mo. Today, we're at Keppel Club, Sime Course, here in Singapore. Cool thing about Keppel Club actually is it's the only 18-hole public course open in Singapore at the moment, where you don't need a membership to play it. Playing from the white tees today, it's about 5,190 meters or 5,675 yards. The first hole is a par 4, measuring 338 meters, and it's a dogleg left with a drop off from the tee box, and then once you turn the corner, it's a bit uphill to the green. So kind of a tricky hole to start off with, but we're going to go ahead and kick things off and see where we can land.
Oh, perfect. Literally perfect.
Very, very nice.
Nice smooth stroke. Not ideally where I want to put it, but I can't complain with that. So we're on the left side here, a bit of tree in the way. I'm using a 9-iron, trying to get it up there. And I just clipped some leaves, so it falls a bit short, but struck it decent. So we're up here near the green, just short of the bunker, so maybe it's good that I hit those trees. And just chip one, get it up there on the green. See if we can save a par here. Just a bit too hard. First hole of the day. Sometimes it takes me a couple holes to warm up and get familiar with the green speeds and my putting. But we'll kick it off with a bogey. Second hole here is a par 5, around 443 meters. Another dog leg left, and it's pretty long in terms of how it looks.
Very nice.
Nice shot right down the middle.
God. Jesus.
So far so good from the tee boxes. Not sure how many of you have been following my journey so far, or if you're just coming across this video, but I'm a relatively new golfer. Been playing for about 2 years, and really just trying to get a feel for the game. So some of my clubs are still kind of a starter set. I bought a decathlon starter set just to get going. I still have the irons, but I've been saving up to get an iron set soon, so hopefully you'll see me with some new ones. Third shot here, trying to get on the green, but I didn't put enough on it, so we fell just short. This is where I don't necessarily feel comfortable with my wedge yet. It's a bit of an older video, so since then I've worked on my chipping a lot and definitely improved it. But you'll probably see a few Texas wedges in this video because of that. Unfortunately long par putt, so didn't get enough on it. And then I think out of frustration, missed this one as well, but I think it was pretty close, to be honest.
Bruh.
Not the way you want to start, but that's alright. New hole, new opportunity, par 3. Let's get it on the green. Definitely sculled that, topped it hard. It wasn't pretty, but actually sometimes those work out. It's just a really long putt, but I managed to get it on the green. So that's a GIR. Long putt. It's actually a very tricky green. There's a bit of a downhill right before the hole, so I kind of got scared of that. And this is where you'll see I kind of fell at its mercy, hit it a bit too hard, and it just took off on me. So we'll finish this up with a double bogey. Again, not the way you want to start.
Bruh.
Clearly I'm not impressed with myself, but again, new hole. This is a par 4. It's one of the shorter par 4s, so I'm trying to get it up there. And again, sculled it. You'll probably notice by now as well that I've been using my 3-wood off the tee. I started off really well with my driver early on, and then I just developed a slice over time. So in this video, you won't actually see me using the driver. I kept it in my bag. So I was using the 3-wood because I felt more comfortable with that. But since this video, I've actually used my driver more, and I felt more comfortable with it. So you'll see that in future videos. That was a pitching wedge for my second shot, and it kind of clipped the leaves, but it landed perfectly on the green. Obviously a bit long, but was able to putt it here and get it relatively close for a par chance. Sometimes you just got to roll one in to get that momentum going. Bang, par, let's go.
Save the rough tee off.
Okay, hole number 5 here, par 4, tricky one. There's water halfway through, so you kind of want to just hit an iron or a hybrid on this first patch of fairway. And again, I don't know, the last 3 holes, I just not striking it clean. But I've been lucky every time. It still landed in a relatively safe space. This was obviously a terrible lie below my feet. Just try my best, spray and pray. Clipped it, and it bounced off the water if you saw that splash, and it actually landed on the other side. So I dodged a bullet there. We'll take it. And a nice chip and run. I love those shots. I started to chip and run a lot more than chipping it high and hoping it lands soft. I like using the contouring of the greens to try and guide the ball. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but when it does, it feels sweet. So back-to-back pars. We're rolling now. Here's a par 4 here. I tried to whip out my driver. This is the one time you'll see the driver because it is a bit of a dog leg right, so I was hoping it would kind of fade that way. It faded a bit more than I wanted, so I got some trees here as obstacles. And didn't hit it clean. I was trying to hit it low to be fair, but that's way lower than I wanted. So we're in the bunker, folks. And actually, all things considered, pretty respectable approach shot from the bunker, right on the green. And of course, always make sure to rake after you're in the bunker. Course Management 101. It's a bit too much sauce, so we'll have to settle for bogey, but that's alright. Okay, hole number 7 is a par 3. Relatively straightforward, but the green is a false front, and it plays longer than it looks. And I tried to put too much power on this and just hooked it. So just make sure you club up rather than trying to swing 110%. So using my 52 degree here. And just getting it up there so I can have somewhat of a respectable par chance. Oh, I lipped out. It was a close one. All things considered, I really can't be mad with a bogey here given that tee shot. Okay, par 4, 327 meters. Another dog leg left. There's a lot of dog legs on this course. A lot of elevated tee boxes and undulating fairways. So it's definitely an interesting play visually in terms of how you want to approach it. As I'm watching this back, I noticed my buddy was driving the cart in front of me. It's a little bit deceiving because the green's further back, but still obviously not safe for me to take a shot during that time. I should have waited, but I was really too locked in on my shot to notice. So that's a lesson learned in hindsight for me. Okay, another par. Boom. This is the 9th hole. I actually took my tee shot and forgot to record, so this is what it looks like. It's a dogleg right. I, again, whipped out my driver and actually sliced it pretty hard, but it works out given the turn. So we just hit a hybrid up here and try to get on green for our 3rd shot. Okay, birdie chance, finally. Just didn't hit it. And this is a frustration attempt. One thing about doing these YouTube videos and watching them back for myself is I notice how many opportunities I have to actually get 1 or 2 strokes back if I can just calm myself down and not get too frustrated. Okay, we're on the back 9 here. This is the 10th hole. Another dog leg right. There's water around maybe 250 meters away. Definitely too far for me to drive it over the water, so I just took an iron over here and then second shot just getting it over the water towards the green. I'm over here in this tall grass, and my chip was I just chunked it. You can see why I was avoiding the wedge. We'll take a bogey. Okay, par 3, high elevation on this. You can't tell from this camera angle, but when you're on the tee, you really can. Another one where I was trying to swing a bit too hard, and I just pulled it. So I'm over there in the trees, but distance-wise, it's actually not bad. I'm kind of horizontal with the green here, so just a relatively simple chip onto the green. Okay, par chance. Not bad. At least I didn't leave it short this time. So another bogey. Par 4 here. A slight dog leg left. 292 meters. And honestly, just spanked it. Felt really good finally.
Wasn't recording, but I hit it on green, I promise.
Second shot, I again forgot to record, but I actually got on green, so another GIR and a birdie chance here. It's a bit of a left to right downhill. And then knock it in for par. You can see I'm feeling myself, getting excited. And this was a uphill shot. Pitching wedge is what I went with.
Beauty. Literal perfect line. Go! Go!
Flanders.
Oh my god!
Good shit, man.
Highlight
You
reel.
literally hit the top lip.
Highlight
We
reel.
celebrated because I made it over the bunker, and it was actually kind of in line with the hole. We all thought it was going to go in the bunker, so that's why we were pumped. But look at that right to left downhill. It's crazy. I didn't hit it hard enough, nor did I aim right enough. So another bogey. It's tough with the greens kind of changing that much. Par 5 here. It's kind of downhill halfway through, so I kind of love this hole. Pretty straight at the beginning, but relatively narrow fairway.
My god.
Left the club face a bit open and just kind of pushed it over to the right, but it's safe there as long as you can find it. Second shot, I hit a tree, so unfortunately didn't go that far, but it's a par 5, so approach shot here is not the worst. Yeah, not my best chipping performance, but I've worked on it since then. We're on green here, but look, the ball just runs away. Hard greens to play on at times, but the more you play, the more familiar you get. But all in all, can't get too mad at bogeys. Par 4 here. My camera fell, but I hit a perfect tee shot. Just a bit to the right, but sounded good. Good ball strike. So my approach shot here. Sculled it, definitely topped it, but it was one of those runners that just kept running and running. All the way to the green. A respectable attempt. Another really uphill fairway here, dogleg left. This is a severe dogleg and undulating par 5 here.
I want to make love to that shot.
I was really proud of that shot. And of course, what goes up must come down. That, my friends, is the other fairway. So I obviously had to wait for those folks to tee off, and then I came and found my ball. An actually respectable attempt, especially because you can't really see the green. So I'm just on the edge of the green here, over the green. And best chip of the day, look where it ends up. Nice little tap in par for the boy. Sometimes the pars look messier than the bogeys. Okay, hole 17 here, 315 meters. Bit tricky with the tree on the left here. If you have a natural draw to your shot, it actually shouldn't cause you any trouble. But I don't. Mine's a natural fade, so sometimes I overthink this hole. Yeah, and overall, I think the course is beautiful. It is cow grass, which I hope at some point can change. Overall, I'm just blessed with having a public course that's available to play on a regular basis. If you're a local, it's definitely more affordable. I think foreigners on the weekend can cost as much as $400. So that's where it's a bit tricky to play on a regular basis, especially when you can travel abroad and play at other courses that are higher quality, and just travel and just see different areas as well. So yeah, last hole here. This is a beautiful hole. If you're fortunate enough to start on an afternoon tee time, you may get a chance to play this during sunset, which is always good fun. And drilled this over the bunker, which was a great feeling. Hope y'all enjoyed this video and this course. If you live in Singapore, come visit Keppel and have a round. It's good fun, good practice. There's challenging conditions, very undulating. A lot of dog legs can really challenge you on your draws and your fades, your shot shaping in general. Just see, what score you can end up with. Hoping that they add more public courses soon. They do have a lot of member courses, but they're too expensive. So, there are alternatives as far as, how you can get access to those, or again, playing abroad. Overall, final score, plus 1688. Can't be too mad at that. Thanks for joining. I hope y'all enjoyed this. See y'all at the next tee time. Peace.